Alright everyone, it's time for the Occult video 406, the Bloodmoon, Eclipse, and I. Yes, I was doing a little bit of ritualism last night. Some people requested to know what ritualism I was doing. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the actual ritual itself. I do believe that interesting celestial conjunctions, while they don't have themselves a specific occult impact, that is a magical one, they can focus a person because they are interesting, and you can direct that energy and utilize it for your own purposes. So I did a dual ritual last night, accidentally injuring myself in the process, by the way. First was a protective ritual over several individuals that I care about. The second was a grand bombardment of a certain city in the world for obvious reasons. What effect that ultimately has, there's still some lingering energy around, so we'll wait and see. I'm going to be paying attention to the news from Louisiana over the coming days, let's put it that way. Mainly, though, I was casting a protective ritual using a crystal that I've used before in rituals. At this point, it is now contaminated energetically, so I need to use my other one. I have several of them, you will see. And it's funny. And people think I'm crazy for even making this video, probably, most of you. Here's the thing. People will believe in angels and demons, and, I mean, if they're Islamic, I mean, jinn and stuff like that. They believe in the evil eye. They believe in all of the religious canon of whatever religion they were born into. Then when you start discussing more abstract magic or occultism in the more general sense, all of a sudden you're insane. Have you ever actually personally met any of the prophets or saints or religious figures that you have referred to within your religions? No. They are all long since dead. It's almost like they age like fine wine. If a person has been dead for a while, all of a sudden you've communed with them through a Ouija board, or you've talked to them in a dream, where you had a near-death experience, and lo and behold, it just happens to be the God that you believe in that you saw when you were kind of dead. Many such cases. As long as a person is still alive, though, unless they're involved with some sort of government psyop and people think, Jesus, spooky woo, or something like that, nobody believes them. There are some exceptions. For instance, Charles Manson, or Jack Parsons, or Aleister Crowley, all three of which, by the way, are connected through various channels. There's a reason for that. The only people that are believed when they're alive, for the most part in magic, are people that are running some sort of government psyop or they're government adjacent. I have noticed this trend, by the way. There's a reason for that. I'm not even going to bother explaining it, though, because the connection should be obvious. So, yeah, I watched the Blood Moon eclipse. It was beautiful. The moon turned red as blood. And I was bleeding at the time because I cut myself. Again, that was accidental. This was not actually meant to be part of a ritual that I was conducting. And it was very interesting experience, very energetic. And then I aimed that energy for various purposes at various people, places, or things. And it's called chaos magic. I prefer to think of it more in the sense that the Hermeticists would say elemental spirits. This had nothing to do, for example, with my personal demonic friend. Not necessary. He's got better things to do at the moment. So do I. But I figured it would be funny, playing with energy. It gets to the point where part of it is meditation. Like after your ritual, you focused your energy, you've built it up, you've psyched yourself up. You have a great deal of energy in your body at that point. You need somewhere to go. All you have to do is meditate. Bodily meditation, by the way. Don't do the breathing exercises thing, only works for certain people. Bodily meditation. Feel yourself, feel the energy welling up within you. I can do it literally right now. Going up and down the body, especially through the spine, and activating the body. And then you use it for your purpose. If it makes sense, you have to envision it going out to a certain target. It's going to be positive or negative. It's not just curse work and black magic or anything like that. I do protective magic all the time, and it's possible to do. And it helps if you know the physical location of the person that you're trying to shield. And it adds energy to them. It's especially potent if the energy is being partially drawn from them. For example, this recently donated a vial of blood, and of course used it for a protective purpose. There's a reason for that. Blood is a very special fluid. Read Rudolf Steiner. Trust me, you won't regret it. Magic is a crazy thing, and it's real. Most people, though, they think of magic and they think of, people riding broomsticks on Halloween and kids dressing up as ghosts and stuff like that. It's because the authentic occult has been co-opted by Hollywood more than anything else. It's been co-opted. And so the vision that people get of magic is largely a facetious one. They think of cauldrons and, herbs hanging around and stuff. All of these trappings, by the way, very much real within magical practice, but they are made simply aesthetic, facetious. They're made comedic in nature. Look at Hocus Pocus for one of the greatest examples. By the way, great movie. I'm not knocking the movie. Trust me. At least the original one, I refuse to watch the second one because it seems like they butchered it. And the original one with Omri Katz. There, accept no substitute. You cannot nostalgic the 90s. Do not do it. Do not bother. By the way, apparently I'm the same age as the little girl that was in the original movie. And when I realized that, I'm like, oh, God, I'm getting old. Oh, shit. 37. How sad. But yes, in the end, magic is real. I do conduct ritual rituals, along with energetic magic and utilizing other capabilities that I happen to have. It is real. And to the Christians out there, most of you predominantly will be, why would you accept the validity of prayer and commune with God you believe in, whatever form it happens to take, but not believe in magic, even though it's literally invoked multiple times in the Bible, like with the Witch of Endor and things like that? It doesn't really make a lot of sense when you think about it. Magic is all over in the Quran. Hell, look at the Hindu scriptures. Holy shit. Magic is basically the name of the game there. But again, when you go to somebody who is mainstream and you talk to them about occultism and things like that, spirits, elementals, energetic forces, chaos magic, blood rituals, things like that, they'll think you're goddamn insane. But yet all of these things are mentioned in all of these religions. Constantly. They're literally all there. Very, very strange now, isn't it? As far as paganism, of course, you'd be a little bit more accepted because they're like, oh, of course you cast the runes and you can read your fortune and stuff like that. And, it's a little bit more what the mainstream would call superstitious, what I would call much more fun and interesting. It's the spice of life. That's about all. Peace out.